AliExpress done did it again, y'all. What's up, lovelies? If you haven't guessed, I'm a bit of a redhead now. Just a tiny bit, just a little bit. There is no tutorial on how to create this wig I made because it's very similar to the hair tutorial I filmed this summer. If you guys seen my like honey blonde hair tutorial, it's pretty much the same thing. The only thing that I did was sew on a lace closure piece that was sent to me from this hair vendor. So that was it. I felt like it was kind of silly to film it at the time, and I was just like, honestly, let me just stop, because I feel like y'all can learn a lot more from other hair gurus on YouTube who actually know what they're doing. And plus it's so long to edit. I'm just like, I just didn't feel like doing that. So let's get down to business. Modern Hair Show company on AliExpress sent me this hair to review for you guys. This is a curly Malaysian hair in 22, 24, and 26 inches. And it was originally in a dark brown, kind of like a number 2 hair color when I first got it, and it was a pain in the hoo-ha to remove and lift and bleach. Ugh, I really don't recommend doing that, especially after talking to my buddy Miles this summer. I learned a lot from him. Don't do that to your hair, because it'll just, I'ma get there. This is the first curly hair that I've ever tried out, and I was really nervous in the beginning because I know people were always saying that curly hair is high maintenance. And yes, it is high maintenance, especially when you add hair dyes and bleach into the mix. But I'll firstly talk about the hair before I went and changed its color. When I first took the hair out of the packaging, it seemed pretty standard. There was nothing fancy about the packaging at all. It was just kind of like there. The first thing I noticed was the bundles were different in texture compared to the closure piece. It almost felt like synthetic hair, or like a blend of human hair and synthetic hair fibers. Like, I can't really explain it, but it just didn't feel like the closure piece. Then I got around to bleaching the hair. When I bleached all of the bundles and closure piece, I only noticed a visible difference in the closure piece. I was using probably, I think in the beginning, a 30 to 40 volume developer, and it wasn't even like that drastic of a change in even the closure piece. So it just, by the end of the hair dyeing process and bleaching and all that, my closure piece was noticeably more red than the bundles. So I do question whether or not the bundles in particular are actually human or Virgin Remy hair, because I feel like it's either been processed before or it's just not true to its name. I am not an expertise on this. I just feel like if you are going to try to dye or bleach virgin hair and you're using something as high as 40 or even 50, which I eventually used, volume developer, it should take. Like, there should be no issues with it unless it has in the past been tampered with somehow chemically. So yeah, that's one thing you guys should definitely bear in mind, is that it did, you know, not completely take with the bleach and the dye. That was my experience. It could have been, maybe I got a bad bundle or a couple bundles, 3 bundles, I don't know. The texture has sadly grown more difficult to deal with. Even after repeatedly trying to deep condition the hair, it just is not trying to bounce back. These curls are waves, and they're kind of trying to clump up into dreadlocks in the back. And I use really good conditioners. Like, I actually got Sebastian Penetrate. If you guys don't know what Sebastian Penetrate is, it's a really awesome line. I use it on my real hair, and that stuff is ward. But on this, it don't do nothing. So I'm just like, okay, I don't know what else to do. I'm never doing curly hair again. And if I do curly hair, it's probably gonna be like a cute synthetic gothic Lolita wig or something, or like, you know, just hair that doesn't need to be bleached. It is the color I want it and everything. Luckily there is a but. I still get a ton of compliments on this hair, more so particularly because of the color. I used a lot of different hair dyes, but the one that I used most of was the Adore Red Velvet one. It's so pretty. I don't know if it has to do anything with the fact that I used different dyes beforehand, but I swear by Adore because every time I use Adore's hairline dyes or whatever, you guys seem to love it. Like the last time I used Adore was when I had my purple hair and you guys were just like in love. You said never to change my hair color and I went and changed it. But I love Adore. Definitely check that brand out because, you know, it's just really good and it's affordable. It's like cheaper than the other ones like Ion. I love Ion's color choices, but it squeezes out with such a thick consistency. Adore has a really nice liquidy texture, so it really spreads on the hair and you're able to kind of like use more of the product on like thicker hair like this, like curly hair, coarser hair, whatever. So this is the length of the hair, which I'm very happy with, and the density is really nice as well. When I first got it and I installed it, I really thought the hair was just a little bit too big. I mean, I like big hair, but that hair was big. Like it was just, I couldn't even bun it up or nothing. It was just like big. So I had to have Kevin help me layer it. I tried to layer it on my own, but it ended up not completely framing my face, so he helped me and actually filmed that, so it'll be in a vlog soon to come. You guys will watch that. It was really silly times. They never did send me the links to get the hair or whatever, or where you guys can get the hair, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave in the description box the link to their store. That way you can still kind of scroll through and see it. Other than that, I mean, I'm still going to rock this hair until maybe the next holiday comes or something. I'm not really sure. Don't be surprised though if I end up changing my hair before the year is over because I do that however many times a year anyway. Don't forget to check out Modern Show Hair Company down in the description box, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
They're kawaii. They're daebak. They're